I have a confession. I've taught children from preschool up to adulthood. I've taught parents and administrators, counselors, board members, and other substance abuse professionals. And out of all those age groups and all those walks of life, college students are my least favorite audience. It's not that I hated my college years or disliked college students in general. I just feel like I have the least amount of influence over this age group. You're old enough to challenge every single thing that I could ever tell you, probably effectively enough to make me question everything that I've learned over the course of my almost 7 years in substance abuse prevention. You're young enough not to have the lived experiences that I've encountered or had the conversations with people whose lives have been destroyed by the things that you casually play around with. But more importantly, you've spent your entire lives being sold lies that everything I'm telling you goes against. You've grown up in a world of knowledge and influence. You have it right there in your pocket. To be perfectly honest, sometimes I walk away from this campus wondering if I've done anything to change lives or not. Anything that I can tell you about what alcohol or other drugs, what the effects that they have on you, is probably not news at all. There's no shock factor like I get from talking to elementary school students and letting them know that the vapes that taste like the cereal they ate this morning are actually as harmful as traditional cigarettes. There's not the shock factor that I get from showing parents and teachers and administrators the next new thing that wasn't even thought of when they were your age. You and your generation are pretty unshockable. It's not that I don't like you. I just don't know how to help you the way that I so desperately want to. I want to open up your eyes and wake you up to the reality that I didn't see myself until recently. Escapism is more common in our society than we realize or care to admit. Most of us live minute to minute, constantly seeking out the next hit of dopamine that we can find. Whether it's opening up social media to receive instant validation or reassurance that we're attractive enough or clever enough or insert positive adjective here enough to be satisfied with ourselves at the end of the day, or the next 7-second clip that makes us laugh. We live for the next girls' night, a happy hour, and write to-do lists to see in black and white what we have to get done before we can reward ourselves with X, Y, or Z. We put so much effort into pacifying our need to be entertained 24/7, our need to be validated that we're doing a good job or making the right decision, or that we're on the right path in life, that when we don't receive that outside support, we feel anxious, depressed, or out of control. Some of us live for that next good grade, scoring this many points, hitting this many views and followers. Some of us live for that next hit, that next shot, that next rush of pleasure. But how much time do we actually spend with eyes wide open, taking in each passing moment, living each day in the present, actually seeing the world around us? How many times do we scroll through social media, go into a store with blinders on, not even seeing what's actually being sold to us? Blinders on, not seeing how much we're being manipulated on a daily basis. Use this product and all of your worries will go away. Use this product and ensure you're in for a good night. Buy this product and increase your stamina, your focus, your attention span, your success. But what are they really selling? And at what cost? What are these ads selling? And I know that these are old tobacco ads and they seem kind of silly to us now, but this one seems to be selling masculinity, attraction, classiness, promoting weight loss. We've grown up believing that after our countdown to 21, that there's nothing left to be excited about. Everybody looks forward to that rite of passage that is legally purchasing poison on our own. Not that we wait until then to partake, if we're honest. But being able to legally intoxicate ourselves somehow makes us adults in today's society. College is defined by freedom, but what freedom are we truly living in? Freedom to decide our own path, the freedom to choose the future that we want for ourselves, or the freedom to roll the dice that the next drink that we take won't destroy our lives. Why is it that drinking alcohol is society's norms and we have to do more explaining as to why we're not drinking than why we are? The alcohol company tries its best to brainwash us into consuming a poison, thinking that it brings something of value to our lives, selling the next good time, selling us the lie that their product will bring anything of substance into our life. I could spend the next week telling you all about the things that alcohol could destroy, telling you how many lives are lost each year to substance that's legal after a certain age, a substance that can destroy your future opportunities to score your dream job or your chances of becoming the man or the woman that you thought you could be. It can destroy your relationships with your family and friends. It could ruin your health and cause you to live with diseases you previously thought were reserved for old people that already had their chance to live their life. It could end your life or the lives of the ones that you love. I could tell you all these things, but would it really open up your eyes? Would it really make you think twice about the decisions that you're making or question the plans that you have for next month, next weekend, or even tonight? Some of you may leave this room and head back to your dorm room to drink again or to get ready for the next party that you will attend. But maybe some of you actually will think twice. Maybe some of you actually will open your eyes to the ways that all of these companies are manipulating you into thinking that anything good comes from the bottom of a bottle. Why would an hour out of your life convince you what years and millions of dollars worth of marketing has engraved into your brains? The lie that alcohol brings anything positive to your life. Now, I know that there's some people who are convinced that alcohol does do good things for them. Alcohol may help them forget the troubles that they have. It may help them relax after an especially hard day. It helps them escape the life that they otherwise have. Or maybe they think that alcohol helps them celebrate achievement or helps them live their best life. But at the end of the day, what you're left with is the reality of what alcohol is really saying to you. That without me, you're not enough. You're not enough to overcome your mountains alone. You're not funny enough or clever enough without me. You can't make friends without me. You're not living your life to the fullest without me. You're not strong enough. Your life isn't full enough to make the most of this moment without me. Those are tough pills to swallow, in my opinion. Those are truths that I refuse to believe. I'm tired of seeing people walk around dulled by substances when they were created to shine in their full potential and be exactly who they were created to be. There's a quote that I love that says, instead of wondering when your next vacation is, maybe you should start setting up a life that you don't need to escape from. And every time I read that quote, I would think about an exotic vacation on the beach somewhere or a nice Airbnb in the mountains. But when you think about vacation in the sense of having a break from reality, that quote hits a little bit differently. So what if we associated the word vacation with any time that we avoid living life in the moment? So anytime that we pick up our phone and escape into social media land. What if we associated that word with any time that we take substances that intoxicate us? Why do we put more effort and thought and spend more time escaping our lives rather than enhancing them? Why do we give our business to industries that make their profit off of convincing us that our lives are not enough without them? When will we open up our eyes and take the blinders off and see the poison that we're being sold for what it is? Next lifetime, next year, next month, today. I hope that the information that I've shared with you changes your life. I hope that it plants your feet on a path that you may not have previously been on. But at a minimum, I hope this makes you think, that you see the world around you and the things that it's selling you differently. That it makes you see the potential that each of our lives have, and that it's important to build a life that we don't want or need to escape from. I hope you leave this room changed.